everybody know Leo Cohen, who used to run Def Jam, the Jewish rich guy that came from rich parents and shit, got into the hip-hop game because he saw money could be made. This motherfucking, now he runs YouTube. Funk Flex go ahead and DJs a party for YouTube, and coincidentally he comes out firing at Dame Dash after the party. Like, when are we gonna get Funk Flex the fuck out of here, bro? Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, niggas like that is a cancer to not only to the black community but to hip hop, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you notice how all these loudmouth, corny motherfuckers got a voice, and it's pissing me off. It's sickening. Yeah. It's fucking sickening. This nigga Funk Flex is an 82-year-old DJ and radio personality who hasn't really moved up in the world, and you come in at a Dame Dash, my nigga? And I bet you Leo Cohen put a check in his pocket and a battery in his back and a dick in his ass and was like, do me this favor. Hey, yo, Leo, I got you. I'm going to drop bombs on him. If it wasn't for Leo or Dame Dash, it would be nothing. Where is he at now? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like niggas gotta start celebrating cats while they alive, bro. There's no Jay-Z without a Dame Dash. Yeah, I fucking said it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Was he brash? Was he loudmouth? Was he a dickhead? Was he an asshole sometimes? Absolutely. But who wasn't in business, my nigga? At least Dame Dash is really about the culture. It's really about the black folks. Funk Flex, what are you about? You ain't about shit but yourself, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, my bad, man. That shit just, I'm just tired of whack motherfuckers winning, man. Man, call me a hater. I don't care. I'll be that. I'm tired of whack motherfuckers hating. I'm tired of real niggas not getting their props. I'm just tired of the bullshit, man. They look at you funny when you speak your mind. They look at you like something wrong when you passionate, when you really believe in what the fuck you saying and what you're trying to do. They look at you crazy, fam. But then they look at a Flex like, oh, that's Flex. He a legend. He been in the game for years. He don't have 97 to 82 years, my nigga. You know.
The 82 years.
82 years. Like, come on, man. It's you corny as fuck too. Other nigga. What's up, y'all? We got the conversation. What's up? What's going on, Sandra?
I mean, I'll say this. I don't care what situation. You cannot be a black person in mainstream media and be 100% authentic. You can't. Like, Hot 97 is not even owned. You know, he doesn't own the Hot. He just works for Hot 97. All these other media companies that we see these black people on, you can't be 100% black. You can't. You just that goes against what they're trying to do. So I'm not surprised at Funk Flex. Honestly, P, I ain't gonna lie. Like, and that's why I know we talked about this a few episodes ago. We were talking about looking at Kanye West or somebody as like a role model. I don't look up to Funk Flex for any type of speaking out for black people at all. I don't. So him attacking Dame Dash, it just kind of proves the point. Like, hey, he's just trying to make a name for himself now. He's washed up. And he sees Dame Dash trying to make moves, so let me go for Dame Dash.
Anybody who is so adamant to speak up for somebody who fucks transvestites, like fuck Master Flex did with Mr. C, is somebody that we can't trust as black people. And I'm not even I'm just coming at the fact that he tried to offend it so hard. You know what I mean? And so, and knew. You can't be working with somebody for what, 30 years and not know. And so, somebody like that, Funk Flex flips on who he likes and who he doesn't like every week. One week he doesn't like Jay-Z, one week he doesn't like Dame Dash. That's week he likes Dame Dash, doesn't like Jay-Z. So these type of people, we shouldn't even be trying to care about. That's just how I feel, though. Funkmaster Flex is he's a flip-flop artist. And he's going to go off of who's hot. I'm pretty sure he was clowning Meek before Meek was on his show freestyling. I'm pretty sure he was clowning him when...
Yeah.
Right. He's a clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown. Go ahead.
No, my bad, man. I'm not even trying to give him no shine, because everybody else give him enough shine. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking frustrating, dog. Mark Lamont Hill, this nigga get fired from CNN. Yo, they said the man, Jewish people really run the world. You see LeBron James and 21 Savage. Yeah, LeBron James apologized because he played a 21 Savage track, which is dope, by the way. And in the lyric, this nigga is talking about, he got Jewish money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't degrading or nothing, but you coming out to apologize because the Jewish people apparently felt offended. Michael Lamont Hill apparently disrespected the Jews because he was like, hey, man, y'all kind of shitting on Palestine over here. These Palestinians can't even fucking get water without getting their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sam, y'all we live in a world where Donald Trump is the fucking president, and his whole campaign, Sam, before he even got on, was like, yo, we gonna build a wall, and we gonna make Mexico pay for it. Fucking 2 years later, this nigga got the same people who voted for him like, yo, we gonna make Mexico pay for the wall that we gonna build. And y'all paying it yourselves, dummies. They got a GoFundMe page. They already raised like damn near $1 million.
Damn.
And y'all own fucking money. Like, and I know I'm going off on a tangent. It's been a long, man, fuck this Christmas shit. I'm glad it's over. On top of that, my son's birthday in a week. I'm working, busting my ass. I got lots of, it's a therapy session for me for a minute, fellas. I love y'all. Just don't, I'm just tired of the bullshit, fam. Real niggas get shitted on, fake niggas get praised. Like, we live in that type of world, and it's not even talking about the white people, it's us. Fam, it's us. It's our people.
Yeah.
This world is ran by geeks and gays, man.
This shit is trash.
This world is ran by simps. Simps and you know what I'm saying though, and sucker ass people. And fucking prostitute bitches. AKA Instagram models. I don't
yeah. They got a million plus followers on that shit, bro.
Right. Yeah. This is what the world is ran by. They dictate how we're supposed to think.
But the problem is some niggas be giving into that shit because they be doing that. They be doing like subscription to private videos and photos and shit. Like, yo, my nigga, you paying $20 a month to see that shit, my nigga?
Right.
Go to Pornhub, nigga. You get free porn all day, every day. You ain't gotta come out with your pocket dime.
Right.
It's this culture is we live in a narcissistic society.
Can we agree that guys now are the new groupies?
The new group. Oh yeah.
You know what? It's been that way. We got social networks now, man. It's easier for these motherfuckers to shine now because they don't got to be seen for real. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They've been out there, but now they got a fucking platform.
Right. Guys are the new group. I mean, even though it's always been, it's like Sinbad said, he's like, yo, they always been around these girls and whatever though, but it's now it's like he was like, yo, y'all paying for that? He's like, yo, they used to fawn over us. Now y'all fawning over them. That shit crazy. That's the world we live in, man.
Yeah. That's what it is, bro.
We got black people. We got a breakfast. We didn't see. Oh, everybody shouldn't have a platform. We live in a society where you got black brothers writing articles called "Straight Black Men Are the White People of Black People," because our so-called quote unquote our so-called travesties and pains are signed upon more so than black women. Like, that's a real fucking article, my nigga.
That's crazy.
Like, that's an article you really bro. You use your platform to write an article about this, and you one of us. Saying how because a male, Colin Kaepernick, went down and said something about police brutality, you know, that comes up that in the forefront more so than black women getting beat. And like that, this to me within itself is divisive, bro. And motherfuckers be like, nah, but listen and read it, because you know black women don't get hurt, and they don't. They don't. They don't get hurt enough. Bro, my nigga, how is that helping? How is writing this article helping as a black man? I'm curious. Because we all going through it, bro. I'm tired of this shit. We living in a fucking society where motherfuckers is going tit for tat with problems, with situations. Our babies is getting killed by cops. So is our women. On top of that, our daughters is seeing our fathers getting killed, seeing their brothers getting killed. So, my nigga, what the fuck is you? You could have used your time, Damon Young, that's his name. I'm only say it once. You could have used your time. You could have used your platform. You could have used your connects to talk about solutions, to talk about what the fuck we got to do. But instead, you do this, fam. Straight black men are the white people, the black people.
Yeah.
On the root.com. Like, come on, man.
I'm glad you said that, though, because I just want to say that. I just want to say this real quick, though. I know we got to get to the introductions or whatever, though, but I just got to say this real quick, though, man. These motherfucking niggas who are out here acting like they're championing for black women by constantly. I ain't talking about the ones who do it sometimes, because we got to call out everybody, and we got to call even ourselves. But the dudes who are championing, calling out black men, these simp ass niggas who are doing it under the guise that they're somehow speaking up for the black woman, they are just as much as an enemy of black people as white racists.
Mm-mm.
My opinion, because you don't call out black women for this shit. You don't call out white supremacy. You just call out black men. You're not calling us a task, because calling us a task would mean being a solution. All you're doing is trying to go ahead and say, you know what, this is where you're wrong. What's the solution, brother? What is at least acknowledgement of what is attacking us both as black people? No, you just want to go ahead and talk about black men. So that's some shit. That's some shit to me. I'm sorry.
Yo, thank you for articulating that, because you articulated it way better. I don't know if articulated it is a word, but goddamn it is tonight. You spoke on it way better than I did, Amir, because I'm just pissed off at it, and that's real. Like, and Charlie want to chime in, I'm just saying like this. That's what I mean by the divisive shit. Like, the violence on black men and black women, talking about it in a separate issue, putting it against one another, that's not a fucking solution. And furthermore, like Amir just said, why can't you talk about where the shit is coming from in the first place? That's it, man. He expressed it better than I did. Cause I'm just sick of the shit.
Yeah. Yeah. What did the the nigga in Black Panther say? He like, in the world you have the you have the conqueror and then you have the conquered, and I would rather be the conquerors, right? I mean that's and that's what it is. And of course, because they don't have any morals and it's not built into their DNA, this is what manifests as a result. Self-love, that's something Dr. Amos Wilson talks a lot about, and I think we as a people, we don't have any self-love, right? We don't love self, because once you love yourself, you're not going to be bad talking somebody that looks like you, right? But this is all by design. They've purposely created this type of environment for dudes like that to write those type of articles. And within their mind, they're thinking that it's absolutely okay to write, without even giving second thought to the damage that type of article will do. Yeah, man. I just as a community, man, we got a lot of work to do, man. We have a lot of work to do.
Oh yeah. That's a very true statement, man. We do. Accountability, I think, has to be a major step into us actually growing, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. All right, bro. Let me knock out this intro real quick, and then we'll have to get to the shits. This is the Common Sense to Experience podcast. Every Friday, you know how we start off the shows. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the podcast and leave us a rating and review. If you like it, if you don't, just put comment or leave a comment or leave a review, and let us know what we can do to improve. But as always, I'm your host, one of the hosts, Chuck. Here, my brothers, P Prop and Amir. What's up, fellas?
Mic check 1 2. What is this? What's up?
What's going on, motherfuckers, man? I know what time it is, nigga.
Yeah, man. It's like, and I mean, I guess it could be biased, but when I filter through and look like at other podcasts, like the shit that we talk about on our platform is not talked about on other shows. I mean, some of the topics maybe, yeah, but we go in when we go in, right? Like we as Pete said, we put an onion back, and the content is different, right? Like we don't have the same content week out and week out. We've been doing this shit for 2.5 years now, right? And yeah, it's we have ups, we had downs, but for the most part, we've been pretty consistent, which is rare in the podcasting arena, believe it or not. Like, yeah, there's a lot of podcasts out there, but if you just go through the feeds, you'll see that they haven't uploaded an episode in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and the release schedule is not consistent. Right. So for all of our listeners who's been with us for 2.5 years, we appreciate you. We thank you for staying with us. 2019 is going to be a big year for the Common Sense Experience. So make sure you stay connected with us, man. So without further ado, Amir, it's on you, brother.
Yeah, man. Before I get into the topics, I gotta start off with something though, because I keep talking about this Christmas shit though, and to the kids, I'm glad you got your presents, whatever though. It's a bullshit holiday. Santa's not real. Santa's not real, and I don't give a fuck who hears this. So I just gotta say what I gotta say though, man. Look, it's Kwanzaa time. December 26th to January 1st is Kwanzaa. And today's the second day of Kwanzaa, and which we are celebrating though. And so I just kind of want to give just a kind of brief breakdown of Kwanzaa And what it is, it's an African. It's created as an African American holiday, though, but it really should be celebrated by all Black people around the world, though. It was created by Malena Karanga, first name Maulena, last name Karenga, in 1966. And he created it based off of really trying to bring up principles that we should follow. It's called the Nguzo Saba. Are these principles? And so, first one is called Emoja, which is unity. Kuchakalia, which is today, which is self-determination. The third one is Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. The fourth one is Ujama, which is cooperative economics. The fifth one is Nia, which is purpose. The sixth one is Koumba, which is creativity. And the seventh one is Imani, which is faith. And these is called the Nguzo Saba, Nguzo Saba, Saba. So that's something that we need to incorporate within our Black homes, and not just something that's just out there. Obviously, a lot of people know about Kwanzaa, but we kind of say it as a running joke, though, every Kwanzaa and this and that and whatever, though. But it's principles that need to be implemented within the Black community, because they are very important, though. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on Kwanzaa, though. You guys want to talk, you have any thoughts on it?
No, actually, I thought it dated back further than 1960. Well, for whatever date you gave.
Okay.
It just comparing, these 7 principles versus the idea of Christmas. That in itself should speak volumes, right? But of course, people try to justify their celebration of Christmas by saying, "Oh, it's don't be such a snob. It's a holiday of giving, all that other shit." But we've said it before. Once you participate in the spirit of a thing, you're practicing a ritual, right? A lot of people don't. We don't know that. We don't believe that. But everything is connected, right? This is one. It's called a universe for a reason, right? Everything's connected. So the intention or the energy behind the reason why Christmas was started is still alive today. So every year when we celebrate Christmas, we're engaging in that ritualistic activity. Versus a celebration like Kwanzaa, self-determination, cooperative economics, creativity, faith. I mean, if we had more Black people celebrating this, I think a lot of the challenges we have would start to fade away, especially if we did it consistently. Right now, a transition period may be okay. Well, you can still celebrate Christmas, but make sure you follow it with Kwanzaa. It starts the day after Christmas, right? And then slowly but surely eliminate Christmas from your celebration and just participate in Kwanzaa fully.
From the lexicon, period.
Say it again.
From the lexicon, period.
Yeah.
Just eliminate it.
Yeah. So, so that's pretty much my 2 cents on it, man. I think as for Black, one of the keys for our liberation as Black people is to start doing things from an African perspective, right? Have an African mindset. And that involves partaking in a celebration that's exclusively African, right? That was founded by an African. Eating the African way, African diet, those type of things, right? If you notice in some of these movies, and I'm going a little bit left here. If you ever see somebody like just like some white guy in a room somewhere, or whatever, and you notice that he has a lot of African artifacts, right? He'll have masks and shit like that because they themselves know the importance of first of all, they know where they came from, right? You white, but you had your roots are in Africa prior to your migration. But we don't see a lot of black people, myself included, have these type of artifacts around, right? Just today, or when you listen to this, I say last week, I I set up an altar. My first time ever doing an altar. Right. So all this is coming from a book I'm reading right now, which when we talk about trailblazers later on, I'm going to bring up the author. But the book, it's talking about understanding our history as black people, right? As African, and reconnecting with that spirit. Because it's the same spirit that created science, psychology, psychiatry, mathematics, all that shit. That shit is still there. We just haven't tapped into it yet. And once we start that process of tapping into that spirit of our ancestors, and we'll be able to achieve some of the great things that they achieved. Right. In today's world with technology, man, I won't say we will surpass them, but I mean, shit, we probably won't have to work as hard as they did to bring about some of the results that they brought about. So, yeah, that's it for me, bro. I can go on.
No, you're right, man. We got to take control of our own and knowing our own history and not expect these white people to go ahead and teach it to us or to give it back to us as far as the knowledge of our own self. So I absolutely agree with that, though, man. Pete, you got anything to add to that, brother?
I'm gonna say this, man. Sins of the fathers cannot be repeated, and I say that because of this. Growing up, I grew up in the church, Bailey Avenue, Amy Zion Church, Methodist Episcopal, African American Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, right? Grew up in that shit, went over there pretty much all the way up to my teenage years. During those times, I can't say throughout all the ideology bullshit or whatever, the church was needed. Like, the church was built from the ground up, literally, by my grandfather and my uncles, right? Like, they moved from another church. There's a whole bunch of shit. Like, it was too poor, it was too broke to buy contractors and all of that. Built the church, started in the basement, then moved up until the church became bigger and shut down like back in 2000. But that's another story. I say all that to say we were taught we learned the Kwanzaa traditions, man. Like we did all of that at that church, right? We did Christmas, celebrated Christmas and shit, but we did do that. But then it stopped. Once the church closed down, it stopped. But Christmas continued. Imagine if Kwanzaa was like really celebrated by it. Kwanzaa is the shit that will give us success in this world and what they want to keep away from us. Like Chuck alluded to, once you start believing in something and doing something, it's all of a sudden it's a cult. You gotta go against that. Don't believe in that. This is the shit that's supposed to motivate us. Emoja, first day. Did I say that right, Amir?
Right. You said it.
Unity. That means unity. To strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Something that's definitely not fucking happening right now. Day 2. I done fuck it all up. Could say that? Kachagaluga?
Kuja Chakalia.
Self-determination to define ourselves. Who the fuck are we? Name ourselves. Create for ourselves. And speak for ourselves. Third day, Ujima. Collective work and responsibility. To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems. And we solve them together. Ujama. The fourth day. Did I say that right? Ujama? Ujama. Cooperative economics, man. To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. The fifth day, Nia, purpose. To make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. Kumba, the sixth day, creativity, to do always as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. The last day, Imani, faith, to believe with all our hearts in our people. I'm going to say that again, Imani, faith, to believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle.
Which is the most important of them all, because if you don't believe in what you're doing, it doesn't matter of all the six others.
And why do you think they don't want us to celebrate that?
Right.
So we should combat that shit by saying, fuck Christmas, this is what it is.
Right.
Man, listen, man. And I'm talking to myself too. And I ain't pointing fingers at nobody. It starts with all of us. It's all our responsibilities. It's all of us. Yeah. But unfortunately, Kwanzaa's been out for years, and like I said, we was taught this when I was young, but it wasn't continued to be taught.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It should have been continued. Just like Christmas was continued, no problem. Even though my parents was going broke trying to make us happy for Christmas, because they was hearing the same shit I'm hearing now. Oh, don't ruin the childhood, blah, blah, blah. They just working, they don't know what the fuck they doing. They just trying to survive and make sure their kids is okay. So I understand why shit happens. But we got to break that cycle, fam. This man, Kwanzaa, man. My bad, Amir. Go ahead, bro. It's on us, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong at all, man. It's not promoted, and we are creatures of. We are taught to be bought into what's being promoted, whether it's a movie, whether it's a show, whether it's an idea, whether it's voting. We're taught to just believe into whatever they sell, and they don't sell Kwanzaa.
No, they don't. Christmas is sold the day after Halloween.
Right, seriously. Yeah.
They promote that shit for a month and a half.
Nigga, you literally cannot have Thanksgiving no more because Thanksgiving Day shopping starts at like 6:00.
Yeah,
in the fucking evening.
Yeah, I had to work that day. People running in, so it wasn't crazy like they be showing on TV where people be running and knocking shit down. Yeah. But as soon as they open doors, niggas was moving. Like,
they shouldn't be there. Yeah. It shouldn't be open.
Yeah,
this shit is crazy. I don't know why they even have Black Friday. It should just be Thanksgiving should just be on Wednesday.
I got a theory on that.
Go ahead.
Fuck with me real quick. I got a theory on that, and I could be bugging. Listen, niggas know what Thanksgiving really is about now. Like, we know what the bullshit is. Even though it's still celebrated, it's not celebrated as much as the other holidays because, one, like you said, they got the Black Friday and all that, sales, getting ready for Christmas. But we know what it is. We know about the massacres. We know about the bullshit. We know what y'all did to the indigenous people. Y'all know the land we took. And Thanksgiving really represents that. And even though they some blatant motherfuckers that don't give a fuck, they slowly decreasing Thanksgiving and it's more about Christmas and all of that. And I think it's really because like we know the deal. We know what it is. So let's really not, like Columbus Day. Motherfuckers, ain't really no Columbus Day bullshit no more. You don't really hear about it. The only thing you hear about it is from people trying to sell shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Columbus Day used to be celebrated, used to be talked about Columbus, or used to be talked about, but they don't even fuck with that holiday no more. Cause then they gonna be too blatant, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, man, it's still on that fuck shit because now they're promoting things. They like, fuck Thanksgiving, they don't really give us bread anyway, and they know it's bullshit. Let's market it this Christmas shit even more.
Yeah, man, they don't give a fuck. The Edmund Pettus Bridge, like I said, in Mississippi, is still called that bridge, but that bridge is still named by a Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, and so who gives a fuck if we can cross it now? Change the name. But I guarantee you can't have an Osama bin Laden bridge in fucking New York City. Try with Saddam Hussein way in Queens or Manhattan. You can have it. But you can have an Evan Pettis bridge still right here in 2018. So the fact they recognize that the fact that it's bullshit, they be like, you know what? It's bullshit though, but fuck it. Columbus Day. You get the day off, dude. You want to not have a day off? Yeah, I want the day off, and I don't want it to be called Columbus Day if people that were oppressed are still having to live with this name. I don't want fucking Jim Crow Day. Willie Lynch Day. You remember Willie Lynch Day? Oh my God! Every time during the Kentucky Derby, the horses. Yo, man. Oh, listen, man. Y'all ready to get? Chuck, you good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. I know, Pete. You said we was gonna go off a somber note or whatever. Though, before I get into it, though, man, do you have anything that's on your mind? Anything that's grinding your gears, brother?
Hey, man, I pretty much did it. So we can keep it pushing.
We pretty much did it.
We can keep it pushing.
All right, man. This officer, and I want to make sure I get his name right. Brian, the racist, pussy ass cop, from Texas, Brian Encinia. I want to get this out the way though, so we can have some fun. But I gotta address it. Is being brought up on misdemeanor perjury charges, which has a maximum sentence, I believe, of a year. A year, and a $4,000 fine. In the case of Sandra Bland's death. This is what he's being charged for. And it's kind of coincidence to me. Well, it's not a coincidence. Fuck that. It is what it is that her documentary comes out, and now they always give us the scraps. They already won the lawsuit I believe before. Now they already got money from that. Now they're really filing a wrongful death suit against the Texas government, so to speak. And so I just kind of want to get y'all thoughts on it, though. Chuck, I'll start with you. Pete, go in and out, and I'll go ahead and answer after you brothers, though. So what are y'all thoughts on this bullshit and what's going on, man?
I mean, shit. We already know what the Texas that entire state down there is. That's a racist state. It's a red state. For them to be bringing up this now, and they killed her 2015, 16 it was.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, about 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it took them 3 years to do this. Although I'm sure they already had this. They knew what was going on with this dude. For them to take this.
And
long,
this was the arresting officer, by the way. I just want to make sure everybody knows that, though. Go ahead.
Yeah. For them to take this long, well, it just continues to further verify the shit we talk about on this podcast a lot, right? It's just the system, right? And we shouldn't be expecting any better We can hope for better, but we shouldn't be. And it may sound like an oxymoron. We shouldn't. No. I mean, no. We shouldn't hope for. I mean, we shouldn't expect better. I mean, we can hope for better and wish for better, but until the entire system is changed, this is going to continue to be the narrative, year in and year out. Right? I mean, I'm not surprised. Not at all.
Yeah, man. Well, just to kind of like, all right. So, do you feel like this is? So some people would consider this, and I kind of feel like I know where you would go, but just to ask, do you feel like this is some bit of justice or this is bullshit? Like, 'cause some people feel like, well, at least something is happening. Like, you know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
Nah, I mean, he's been walking around for 3 years,
right?
And he gets slapped on the wrist, on the wrist, 1 year, $4,000 fine. Meanwhile, Sandra Bland is dead, and her family's probably still mourning. Not probably, her family's still mourning. So no, a life that ends in death, definitely warrants more than 1 year, regardless of the situation. Yeah, I mean, and you're right. There will be a handful of people that say, at least it's something. Like, that's the problem, is that we settle for these type of sentences. And
there you go. Speak on it, brother.
And that's just, and because we're so forgiving as Black people, like we have that spirit of forgiveness. We'll say, okay, let's just take the 1 year and run with that. No, if this was my daughter, my relative, I'd definitely be fighting for, not even that. This is a sister. I definitely would be fighting for more time on this Brian Cat, because, yeah, man, Sandra's dead and he's not. And he's probably going to be put in a minimum security prison where it's like a vacation. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to a lot of these cops. They're not putting into any of these maximum security institutions. They're put into these low security institutions where it's pretty much like a vacation, right? Yeah, man. So I don't know if I answered the question on that, bro.
No. You talked about how the fact that we are Black people not settling, and then you talked about the fact that, you know what I mean, this is the same narrative. We see this all the time, though, man. So yeah, absolutely. You answered that perfectly, though, man. Pete, what's your thoughts, brother?
So the cop arrested? Did he get convicted?
No, he's being charged. He hasn't been convicted.
and
he's being charged with misdemeanor perjury, and the maximum sentence is a year and $4,000.
And this is Sandra Bland, right?
The Sandra Bland, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all that's going down. Yeah.
They put a dead body in front of the camera and tried to make it look like that was her mugshot, Sam. They laid her on the fucking floor. Like, you could tell that shit still like burns a hole in my brain to this day. Like,
it's hard to talk about.
Everything you said is real, Chuck. And this is smacking it. This even. Y'all might as well just keep him free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this
just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Yeah.
This is a more smack in the face than keeping him free.
Right.
Like, hey, man, look. That man still gets to, even after that little bullshit, even if he is convicted, which he probably wouldn't be, he still get to come home. He still get to wake up every day in that jail. He's still breathing.
Yeah.
He's still fucking breathing. Man, I ain't got nothing to say.
You know what? I try my best. Now, if I have to go to say this, that's cool. I don't care, man. He needs to be killed. I'm not saying that he's going to be. I'm not saying that that's something that, whatever though, but he needs to be killed. That the karma should happen back to him. And in this country we act like, we're so forgiving. Well, why was Saddam Hussein hung? Or why was Osama bin Laden thrown into a water or whatever though? And why, saying that why are these things allowed that happen so egregious in this country, and then we don't forgive, but then we're told to forgive, and then forget on what happens to us. That man needs to be killed. That's a black woman. You messing with our women and children. We don't have time for games. Gangs out there that are killing each other. What are you doing? Where are our warriors at?
Facts.
I don't got time for games, but these are our women and children. I don't give a fuck. This is what happened to her, a black woman who, by the way, had videos out speaking out against the system. You think it's a coincidence that she was pulled over? And now all of a sudden, after a documentary comes out, a misdemeanor perjury charge is brought up, which gives a sentence of a year and $4,000. 365 to 366 days, depending on the year, and $4,000 is not. It ain't nowhere near enough for justice. That ain't justice. Like you said, Pete, like you alluded to, Chuck, that ain't justice. That man needs to be hung on camera. Period. Period. The same way she was hung. And y'all made it seem like she did it herself. Who the fuck hangs himself after a traffic violation?
Damn, man.
Oh, man, this is it. I'm done, man. I ain't going back out, man. I'm about to hang myself with a traffic violation. A traffic violation, y'all. Not a murder conviction, not a murder violation, not a murder charge, not a gun charge where, saying those, depending on where you're at, it's going to be a certain amount of years. A traffic stop. And she hung herself. She just couldn't take it. Are we fucking serious? And people fucking gonna go with this though. And there are ignorant people that will fucking make it seem like she was wrong because she had an attitude. Motherfucker, it's Monday morning. She's on her way to work, her first day at the job. And she's being put on for some bullshit. Yes, she's mad. Who gives a fuck? I watch Cops. I've never seen a happy person that on Cops getting put over by the police. Never seen it. Unless they just that high. I've never seen it. Of course she's mad. Who the fuck wouldn't be mad on a Monday morning getting pulled over? On your first day at work, and you getting pulled over. Knowing the work that you do, and probably knowing why you're getting pulled over. I don't want to get too much into it, though, man, because it only gets you upset. It only gets me upset. It only gets people upset. But this is some bullshit, and we have to address it as it's bullshit instead of acting like this is just an isolated incident. This is what goes on, man. This is what goes on. All right. So we can get right into the other shit, though, man. I got to talk about the young man who had to cut off his dreads. Y'all see that shit?
Yeah, the wrestler that had to cut off his dreads and shit.
Oh my God! The Saget official, his name was Maloney. I won't even give his first name. The young man's name was I think Andrew. Andrew was his first name. And so, what do y'all think when y'all saw that? I was like, y'all can both. I can either answer either or. It doesn't matter though. But what do y'all think y'all saw that?
It was the fucking parents, my nigga. It was the parents. Nah, man.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
know, and we'll talk. If the parents wasn't there, yo, that shit wasn't. Yo, I'm not the toughest nigga in the world. I promise you, I'm not. And maybe
you trying to keep it diplomatic.
And at first, when they started cutting his hair, I probably wouldn't have reacted like real quick. I just would have been like, yo, what the fuck? But as soon as I saw tears coming down that man's eyes, I'm getting the fuck up. I'm getting up, man. Leave that little boy alone, man.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Yo, fuck his teammates. Fuck his coach.
You know what? It's teams. They're my high schoolers, though, Pete. I can't.
Hey, man.
There's only even so much they can do, though, Pete. They don't
fuck
know.
his coach. His
coach is the bitch ass motherfucker.
Fuck any adult who rode on that bus to get there, to get to that wrestling match. Where was his parents, bro? Like, that shit got me hot, bro. That man was crying. And even after he won the match, man, fuck this match. The ref tried to lift his hand up, man, get the fuck off me. Like, fuck this match. He still won it, but still he ain't win. Man, listen, man.
That hurt my heart. I honestly seen that was very uncomfortable, bro. I actually watched it all, and that was very fucking uncomfortable to watch.
Man,
that was uncomfortable to watch, man. Chuck, what do you think when you saw it?
Pete hit everything on the nose, man. It's I have a hard time understanding what threatens them about our appearance.
Our dicks.
That's one of them. Dr. Chris Wilson talks about that in a lot of her books. Their infatuation with the black male phallus.
It's not even the size of our dicks; it's our stroke game.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm keeping it real.
And it's just mind-boggling to me that they will go to these type of measures to try to humiliate us, right? And we just keep coming back, bro. Like, they haven't learned from history that we don't, like, we just continue to come back. And I don't know at what point they're going to recognize that. So for them to have this young man to cut his hair in order to continue the match, and I can't say what was going through his mind. I don't know what plans this kid has for wrestling, but I would say, fuck that, I'm done, right? And I'm not cut my hair. Fuck you. And I would have walked off the team, whatever the case is. But that's just me, right? I don't know what wrestling means to this young man. He probably felt shit. I can grow it back, So, but still, the fact that the referee was allowed to make that type of call.
You got to a great point, Chuck.
Should also speak volumes, right? Why isn't the school held accountable, right? I mean, they brought this guy in if he doesn't work with a school. Already
a known racist ass ref who had problems and had complaints before. And y'all gonna let this motherfucker ref that.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
He
didn't give a fuck about wrestling. That little boy was hurt, man. You see it in his eyes. He won't cut his dreads. Come on, man. They try to blame him on the rule and shit, and he didn't have a hat. Man, come on, man.
I mean, and if we flip the script and say, well, if a white boy has long hair, how come he don't have to cut his? Right? What's the difference? What's the difference between dreadlocks?
I bet you a young Shawn Michaels wouldn't have to cut his hair.
Hell no. Hell no.
Right. That's a great point. We live in a society that's allowed that, and I'm glad you said that, Chuck, though, because what made me think about it is like, I don't even get necessarily overly. I'm pissed off at the ref. Overly mad at the ref. I'm mad at the system. that allows that to exist. The same way I get mad at a system, I don't get mad at Trump. I get mad at a system that allows him to run. You have to have a resume to work at Burger King. And if your resume information doesn't check out, you cannot get that job. But yet, you can be president as long as you just run.
And got money.
And get elected.
Yeah, and get money. I mean, for him, it was just money. Nigga had the bread.
You know what I'm saying? So, right.
Nigga had the bread.
You're right. Right. He got the bread. So the fact that we live in a society that allows this guy to referee, we shouldn't just come at the ref. We need to come at the system. Who are the parties that have allowed him to stay and keep his job?
Yeah.
Who are the people beyond the and Pete, you're right. The parents, if they were there, we definitely have to come at them now. And he looked mixed. So I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna guess that one of the parents was white. I don't know that for sure, but he seemed to be mixed. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can be wrong. That's life. But who are the other people that saw this that were the governing parties? I'm pretty sure that ref was the only ref there. I'm pretty sure that there were people who also watched the fight as well to make sure that things go right. What did they do? Why did they allow this? Was this the first fight that he had that hair? Because I'm pretty sure he grew his hair out for a long time to have that length of hair. Am I right or wrong?
It's true.
He didn't grow it yesterday.
That's true. That's a good point.
So who are these other people who watch this and allow this shit to happen? So we got to call out the system that allowed this shit, though.
Yeah.
And until we can go ahead and dictate the system, we have to go ahead and stop depending on the system to change itself. We have to go ahead and create our own system outside of the system instead of depending on the system to change by fucking just marching and yelling. That's nothing. Integration is the worst thing that's happened to black people. Integration is the worst thing that happened to black people. Because our integration didn't happen with our resources. Our integration happened with our begging. That was the problem. It's not integration that's the problem. It's how it happened. And so we look for them to help us out, but we don't have nothing. And now we don't got shit. We're better off without them. And this poor kid, man, this kid Andrew Johnson had to go through that though, man. we keep begging these motherfuckers to change, man. Do y'all want to talk about LeBron? I want to get into some. I want to talk about LeBron about as far as with the Jewish. Pete, what do you know exactly what he said with the whole 21 Savage, the Jewish money thing?
Wait, say that again.
LeBron James and the Jewish money thing. Do you remember exactly what he said?
It was a rap. It was a lyric.
Okay.
From one of 21 Savage tracks, and he was just like repeating it.
Yeah. And
I can't remember offhand.
It was something about Jewish money. I do know that, and I just and it's funny because it's like with Asians, say those stereotypes that they know.
Oh yeah, it was like all he said was, "We've been getting that Jewish money. Everything is kosher."
Okay. Right, and it's like with like with Asian people, like their whole stereotype is they can fight. Basically, they don't correct. They can fight. It's like with white people, they are in power. You know what I'm saying, though? With Jewish people, they have money. And they still happen to be very frugal with their money. And I just wish that we had these stereotypes. I just wish we had one of them. Right. It's like our stereotypes we're loud, we're rude, we're inconsiderate, savages, we're beasts, we're you know what I'm saying, though, we're dumb, we're this and that. I just wish that we could, you know what I'm saying, though, have a stereotype that says we either can fight, we're good with money, or we have power.
Oh, goddamn it.
And so I just kind of like, you know, LeBron got in trouble. He had to apologize and say that he offended, you know, sorry if I offended y'all. And it's like, to be at that point to where we have to go ahead and do that is crazy to me. But that's society we live in, though. So I kind of want to get y'all points on that, though, man. So either one of y'all brothers can go first, though, man. What are y'all thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on the issue?
What was the question again?
Well, LeBron James, man, he got in trouble for basically talking about Jewish power, so to speak. Basically saying we got that Jewish money. I'm kosher, and so Jewish people got mad and say he was being anti-Semitic. And I just think that, you know, it's crazy to me that Asians, their whole stereotype is that, you know, so even though we all gonna rib on different things, but their main thing is that if you see an Asian person, whatever, you automatically gonna think first of all that they're Chinese. You know what I'm saying? That's how people think. That's how people think, and that can be wrong, but it's how people think, and they automatically, you know what? They know karate, or they know kung fu, and then you see a white person, oh, they're in power, they're privileged. And then you see a Jewish person, and automatically you think, oh, well, this person is got money and they're frugal. And so they know how to not spend money the wrong way. And so I just want to know, is it fair or foul that they feel a type of way? And then how do you feel about just the whole issue with LeBron James in general?
I mean, is it a stereotype if it's accurate? I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Talk about it, King.
Talk about it, King. Talk about it, King.
I mean, we know Jews run the country. We know they got a shitload of money as a community.
Right.
I mean, I think what happens is that when the Jewish people, they think that a lot of people are unaware of the wealth that they have amassed, right? So when people start speaking out against that or bringing light to that, it's sort of like putting them in the spotlight. Like, whoa, like, you know, so somebody who doesn't know that Jews got a lot of money or saying like, oh, what was LeBron talking about when he said that, right? And they start doing all this research and shit. It now exposes them for the amount of money that they have. Right. Shit. Comment on your Asian. Fuck it. I mean, martial arts started in Asia. I mean, that's not, you know, that's okay. You getting mad for it. I mean, you do fucking kung fu, nigga. Right. On Netflix, all the kung fu movies you see are Asian people. Right. So, in my opinion, man, it's not a stereotype if it's accurate. I'm sorry. It's not. When people start exposing the truth, people start to go in defense mode, right? And they start to say all this other crazy shit to try to make a diversion from that truth. And saying the stereotype is one of those ways. Are we saying all Jewish people are rich? No. But as a community, you guys have fucking money. Yes. Collectively, yes, you are fucking rich. And that's just the African mindset, right? The African mindset is collective. Right, it's not individuated, you know. So
are you trying to go back into cooperative economics, Charles?
And Jama? Like no bullshit, bro. I wasn't even thinking about that when I just said it, man. I'm just saying that's just the
it's real shit though.
I don't know, man. And did LeBron apologize? I don't know.
He apologized though.
He had to. You know. He had to.
Right.
He had to. In order to be LeBron, he had to.
Right.
Unfortunately, right? You know. LeBron's in the system. As much shit as he's doing, with the school shit and everything,
still part of the system.
He's still part of the system, bro. He's just a pawn in the game, right? And the same way they crumble every other black man in the system, LeBron may suffer the same fate, or we'll see either that or he'll fall out of the limelight. Like, you can't be a person of LeBron's status and be 100% authentically black.
You can't serve two masters though either. Eventually, they'll make you make a choice.
You can't, and that's in the Bible, right? You can't serve two masters. Yeah. You can't. That's physically not possible. That's mentally not possible.
The Bible.
No, I'm just saying. But no,
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the Bible has gems that a lot of us aren't. That a lot of us we're not aware of, like the meaning behind that shit, right? Like remove the religious aspect from it and look at it from like a more spiritual perspective. That the Bible has gems, right? I mean, it was written to deceive Africans, but at the same time, in that deceiving, they still don't know that they put gems inside the Bible.
Oh no, they knew they did. They have to still. They still have to go ahead and put stuff in though. They have to build. Has to derive from what we did, what we wrote.
Absolutely, yeah, okay, absolutely. So yeah, man, that's my that's my 2 cents on the LeBron situation, man. It's he's a hell of an athlete, hell of a business person, but again, at the end of the day, he's part of the system. There's nothing you can do about that.
That's a very true statement, man. I mean, I agree with that, man. I mean, it is hard to break away completely from it, though. Yeah, I think that the owners of basketball teams, even though LeBron's spoken about NFL owners, the owners of basketball teams are Jewish. Adam Silver, who is the commissioner of basketball, is Jewish. And so these are the people that he has, in order to do what he does, he has to still go ahead and
appease them,
acquiesce to their whims, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so it is a tough job to be revolutionary and also go ahead and be in that position. Pete, what's your thoughts, brother? What's your thoughts? Ditto?
Yep. Everything. I mean, that pretty much said it all. It's like, look here, boy. You can do the shop. You can talk your shit about NFL owners. As soon as you say the word Jewish people, hey, relax.
Yep.
Plain and simple. And it was a fucking compliment, man. It wasn't even.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers out here, y'all run this shit. Motherfuckers know what it is. They always want to bring up that Holocaust shit, and it's not right, what they've been through. Fam, we done been through some things too. But y'all got it. So, I mean, yeah.
Hey, Jewish people, do y'all want to trade?
Yeah.
Do y'all want to trade away the stereotype? And if you answer no, you can't talk shit. And if we answer yes unanimously, then what is the problem? What's going on? I'm just having a conversation to y'all. I just want to know the fact that you guys have money and want to keep that money and are cheap. If that's the biggest stigma against y'all, through all y'all been through, this is the stigma that's been at least for the last 60 years, so 70 years, whatever. Like, y'all want to trade? Y'all want to go through the stigmas that we go through as black people? What's the most positive thing we have, which is physical? And you can't even say black women in their butts. And you can't even say us with our phalluses, our dicks, because people are getting surgery and stuff to try to be like us now. So outside of the physical nature, what else do y'all have? What else do we have outside of that? So do y'all want to trade? Do Asian people, do y'all want to trade? I would love to have y'all sense of community and all that stuff, though, and all that stuff together, though, than to have our goddamn stereotypes. So when the fuck did wait, is giving a compliment, is that shaming now? A compliment is shaming? Am I wrong? I don't know. It seems like it, right? That's crazy. You can't even compliment anymore. you got mad money, son. What the fuck you mean? Why I gotta have mad money? Because you have a lot of money, and I respect that, man. The way you're doing things, I love that. Why do you love that? What you mean you love, nigga? You love that? You shaming? I'm good with money. What you mean I'm good with money? You trying to say that I can't be bad with money? You shaming? Is that that's a new shaming now? Giving a compliment? Unfucking believable. That's the society we live in now, man. Pete, man, you gave a good rebuttal though, man. Or who has the bigger titties? Beyonce or Rihanna? Well, but who does have the bigger titties? Beyonce or Rihanna? Who has the bigger titties?
I'll fuck with Rihanna or Beyonce all day.
Yo, sick Rihanna is winning though, but wait. Yeah. So does stick Rihanna beat out stick Beyonce, like Fighting Temptations Beyonce?
Fuck yeah, dog.
Yeah. Have you seen Fighting Temptations Beyonce?
She does. I did, but I could smoke an L before, during, and after with Reed.
Ooh, that's a very good point. She is.
We in the island.
It's called Bayesian, right? When she's like from Bahamas.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or she's from Barbados or Bahamas.
Barbados. Yeah, she birthed from Barbados.
But Barbados is Bayesian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she got some. It's some eyes. It's those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
Because honestly, Beyonce. But see, Beyonce ain't. She ain't. Do y'all think Beyonce fronts like she's more hood than she acts like?
Nah, bro. That's all. Man, let me chill. Cause I don't want us to see the
You don't want no damn smoke. I think that she.
If it wasn't for her fucking with Hov, her career wouldn't be where it is today. And I know that's blasphemy. I'm sorry. It is what it is. She was nice solo after the Destiny Child and all that, but because she fucked with Hov. Hov is Hov, the persona. What's her music now? Her music, damn near her last 2 albums were hip hop shit, right?
Yeah.
Like,
pretty much.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, be this, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mrs. Like, bruh, all that shit, that is not her. She grew up in the burbs of Texas, my nigga.
Are we saying that Rihanna is the coldest broad in the game right now?
Yeah, man. I gotta give it up to Rihanna, man. Yeah. And I fuck with her musically too, like.
No. We're saying though, we don't. Everybody. We all gotta have our
Rihanna.
We all gotta have our alone time bitches and.
Nice, dude.
Hey, listen, man. No, because these women want to front, though, man. Listen, man. These bitches always talking about Idris Elba and Michael B. Jordan. Fuck that. Men should be allowed to talk about bitches. You gotta have listen, Rihanna is an alone time bitch. You can't fuck her. We ain't gonna see her. You know what I'm saying? No, but shit, we gotta fantasize too, though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when the guys just gotta listen, man. Sometimes. Sometimes.
Hey, man. Nothing
impossible.
Yeah. I was about to say the same shit. Nothing's impossible.
Facts.
What you say? What y'all say?
No,
nothing's impossible,
Chuck
bro.
had said something.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck!
No, you put that shit out in there. You put that shit out in the universe for a couple months. I'm just saying.
Hey man, look man. Hey, look man. Hey, well, listen, we can listen. We might meet Rihanna. Man, listen, I feel like if I meet Rihanna, you know what I'm saying, though, I can, but I might not. But listen, that don't. I mean, if I meet Rihanna, we cool, and she just go off. I mean, I ain't gonna jerk off to her next night. I'm a grown ass man. Shout out to Rihanna though, man. Shout out to Rihanna, man. I'm a nasty nigga. Yo, let's get right into y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about before we get into these Trailblazers, brothers?
Nah, bro.
Nah, I'm good, Chief.
Oh, man, these are great topics though, man. All right, man. I'm gonna talk about Donny Hathaway getting the Lifetime Grammy Achievement Award coming up. You obviously know I'm a big Donny Hathaway fan. And so, Donny Hathaway, those songs like, Give It Up, you know what I'm saying, those Song for You, all these songs though, man. And so I just want to make sure I shout out that brother though, man. Rest in peace, Donny Hathaway. He actually died on my birthday, January 13th of 1980. And so, yeah, man. Donny Hathaway, man. Trailblazer right there, though, man. Brothers, who y'all got? Pete, I'm starting with you. Chuck, go ahead, though. We can go ahead and into these sports topics.
Yo, I don't know this brother personally, but he lives in the town. He in Buffalo, and due to this recent events that's happening, that's why I'm gonna give his brother a shout out. Jawadi Bryant. He's offering to use. He's a barber, and he's offering to use his time to teach any youngin that want to learn how to cut hair or whatever. That he's willing to use his time for free for any teenage youngins to come through and learn, because we all know that fight that happened at the mall and shit. There was a fight that happened at the Galleria Mall, and every time something happened with black folks, especially in Buffalo, everybody rush for the comments and it's race and it's all is the kids, keep them out, blah blah blah, the animals, this that and this bullshit, and then there's other people using their platform to combat that. But shout out to his brother for actually using this platform as a solution to try to have a solution to the situation that's going on, and that is giving these youngins something to do in the city. The city damn sure ain't helping giving these folks nothing to do. After school programs cut off, programs cut off, sports programs cut off, all types of shit. But this brother is like willing to use his time to help anybody want to use learn how to be a barber. So it's Jewhi Bryant. I won't fuck his name up. Jawai Bryant, I think that his name is. So shout out to him.
Yo, man, I appreciate when you shouting out a brother here from Buffalo, New York, though, man. That's what's up, though, man. And that bullshit that happened at the mall. That's not all our young young brothers and sisters, though, man. So I want to make sure I say that though real quick, though, because everybody's trying to make that the narrative, though, but nobody tries to make the narrative about the person who shut up the Aurora movie theater, the narrative for white people.
Right.
Let's just say that though, man. Chuck, man, who you got?
I don't know if I mentioned this brother before. His name is, I'm gonna spell it out after I say it. It's Ra-Un-Nef Amen. Raunnefer Amen. Amen. He's the founder of the Auxerre Society. It's a Pan-African spiritual organization dedicated to providing Afrocentric based spirituality training to people of African descent. And I wanted to shout him out because we don't have a lot of African spiritual teachers on the net, right? I mean, you can easily find somebody who's Hindu or Indian. You can find you a Asiatic spiritual teacher, but we rarely find African spiritual teachers. So Ryan Nefferman, he's a brother who's written the Middle Nature series, I think 1 through 6. So yeah, shout out to him, man. He's still going, man. 74. But yeah, man, his shit is deep, man. He's had a lot of recognition in Africa, which a lot of people. I'm just actually finding out today. So shout out to Ryan Nefarman for the work he's doing, work he did, and the work he's continuing to do.
And that name is Rod Nafer Amen.
Yeah, so it's Ra, R-A, second word, U-N, third word, Nefer, Nefer, and then Amen. You Christians know what that means. So Amen, A-M-E-N.
You Christians! You oppressed people, y'all know what the fuck that Amen means. You Christians. Dude. Yo, man, I appreciate y'all for bringing up the brothers though. Crazy how everything, because I went into the whole realm of music. Pete, you went into what's going on as far as on the forefront and helping our people as far as the community though. And Chuck, you came from the spiritual perspective though, so I appreciate that though, man. And Ron for man, I talked about Donnie Hathaway and Pete. What's that brother's name one more time so we can get that out there, man?
Shit. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Talk. Nigga, keep talking. What we doing?
We with you. We got you. Hey, we got you, brother.
Oh, shit. My bad, y'all.
No,
That's cool, man. Listen, man. That's why I just want to make sure the people get out there one more time. That's all.
Yeah, so while Pete's getting that info, man, I put a status up on Facebook earlier talking about healing, right? And I'm bringing this up because everybody has a different philosophy and an idea of what healing is, right? You know, Dr. Sebi has his, Dr. Leila Africa has his. There's another dude on YouTube, Dr. Robert Morris. He has his, and all three views are similar, but they're contradictory sometimes in terms. And I think the issue is that we place a heavy amount of emphasis on the dietary aspect of healing, and not the physical, not the emotional and spiritual, right?
Mm-hmm. That's real.
And I think, and this is, I think that's my situation. I don't think it has anything to do with diet, because even prior to getting my diagnosis, I wasn't eating good, the best, but I wasn't eating McDonald's every fucking day, right? I wasn't eating,
right.
You know what I mean? So I think for me, there are some emotional, spiritual issues that needs to be addressed, and alongside with the diet. I'm not saying the diet is not important, but let's not, it's body, mind, and soul. Let's not forget the other two, the mind and the soul piece of it.
That's facts. And Jawai Bryant. Okay.
Jawai Bryant, cool.
Jawai Bryant. All right. Make sure I get that. I didn't want to fuck up the name myself though. So that's the only reason why I asked though, man. Because that's very important though here, though, and showing love here in Buffalo is something that's very scarce. Unless they're in the same circle though, or the dudes are fucking each other.
Shit.
So the fact that I'm just keeping it fucking real, man. People know who I am, man. They know how I talk. I don't have a filter. I try. God damn it, shit. But yeah, Jawai Bryant though, man. Shout out to you, brother, though, man. And keep doing what you're doing, man. We definitely need you here in our community. But all jokes aside, though, man, it's critical. We're at a critical time. All right, man. We're gonna get these sports topics. Pete, Chuck, we got NFL playoffs coming up. The Eagles, the Vikings are in the hunt in the NFC. If the Vikings win, they're in. If the Eagles win and the Vikings lose, they're in. The Eagles played the Redskins, I believe, and the Vikings play the Bears. The Vikings, I believe, are at home, and the Eagles are actually on the road. So just ask that NFC matchup. Who do you think is going to get into the NFC playoffs as far as the 6th seed, in your opinion?
I think Philly gonna get in there.
I would love to see Philly. You know, I would love to see Philly get in, man. I love to see Philly get in, though, man. But I don't know because they on the road.
Philly got a better quarterback. Who Minnesota play?
Minnesota plays the Bears, but the Bears have already clinched the NFC North. So they might have they don't have much to play for. They're pretty much their seeding is already set. They're going to be the 3rd seed regardless.
And what's the name play?
Eagles play the Redskins, but they play the Redskins on the road.
The Vikings. Philly, bro. It's definitely Philly. Why?
You said the Bears going to beat the Vikings?
Yeah.
Because you got to think they might not play their starters all the game. They've already clinched.
Doesn't matter.
Fair enough. It don't matter.
And they might keep Trubisky in there because this motherfucker, he need all the time he can get to get his shit together for the playoffs. He ain't the greatest. He just like Jared Goff, he's a system quarterback, and he in a great ass system because that coach, that dude might be coach of the year, the Bears coach, because he's just like the McVay dude or whatever his name is that played for the Reds. He is good. He's an offensive minded dude, and he makes great plays, and he made plays to get motherfuckers open. So
is he a black coach?
No, you're right. Yeah. Chicago, yeah. I think they can beat Minnesota, and I think Philly can beat Washington because Washington quarterback situation is atrocious. So
I mean, you got to think though, man. Shit can get very petty. You got to think everybody's playing somebody in their division, so.
Right, and Philly defense is fucking nasty, and they've been on the road the last few weeks. So I don't think Adrian Peterson gonna run all over Philly's defense like he did. What's his name? So yeah.
All right, well, let's get into another bit of petty. AFC. Now, this is real petty. Colts and Titans. The winner is automatically the 6th seed. Titans are at home. Who you got? Who y'all got?
Yo, as long as y'all protect Andrew Luck, it's the Colts. The Titans gonna choke. The Titans is the Titans. They gonna choke. Some have to go Mariota. He might get hurt. Some shit like that. So it's the Colts game to lose.
I hate you, Pete. I hate you for this though, man. Yes, best people. I am a Colts fan. I know you've heard me talk about the Bills. I'm a Bills fan from home, but the Colts is my team, though, and Pete wants to make sure that he says, as long as y'all.
It makes no fucking sense to me, but it is what it is. It makes no fucking sense to me, but it is what it is.
But I think that the Colts are going to win. What do you think about the Ravens and the Steelers?
Man, I low-key think the Ravens can go to the Super Bowl.
Wait, what? Really?
Sam, listen, man. Don't sleep on Baltimore. Baltimore has the number 1 defense in the league next to us. We kept going back and forth with Baltimore's defense all around.
Yeah.
I think they're number 1 now. We number 2. But Baltimore defense is nasty as fuck. And with a defense, you can play anywhere in the playoffs. And as long as Lamar Jackson don't fuck up, as long as he don't lose the game, he can definitely help you win one. The way they play with Lamar Jackson. Don't sleep on Baltimore. Do not sleep on Baltimore. And I said it. It's December 27th, Thursday. I said it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Kansas City, nice as hell. Defense is trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Baltimore, with a defense, you can go far in the playoffs with a defense.
Yeah. I mean, you can, they do play the Browns. The Ravens. Steelers play the Bengals, but the Steelers are at home. I think the only way the Steelers can get in is
the Steelers got to win.
They got to win. And that's sad. That's sad.
Yeah.
I think we actually win the whole
man.
Division.
I know Le'Veon Bell somewhere like, ha, nigga.
But don't you love it, though? Don't you love the fact that Kawhi Leonard and Le'Veon Bell, what they have done? They are shifting power.
Absolutely.
They're shifting power with organizations that have been known that to just go ahead and just shun away talent like, you know what, we don't need you. They now have to acquiesce, and I love it. I love every fucking moment of it. I ain't mad at this shit at all, bro. I love it. I love every moment of it, though. So you think your Ravens are going to make it?
I mean, I didn't know they had the number one defense. So yeah, man, P was right. You know what?
Shit.
I don't know, man.
You deny the fact that those are his Ravens. Those are your Ravens, aren't you?
No, those are not my Ravens.
Oh no, you didn't deny it. No, you kept talking.
No, those are not my Ravens.
Talk.
I'm just saying though. You know, Ravens, man. You know they. Yeah, man. You can never sleep on a team with a nice defense. And I don't think you should ever sleep on a team that has a nice ass defense.
Yeah,
a defense will definitely crush the confidence of an offense, especially a high-powered offense. Especially if the defense shuts them down. Like, damn, we can't do shit on these niggas. What are we gonna do now?
I'll tell you what, though, if there was ever a Chuck answer, that is the most Chuck answer of all time. This nigga said, yo, listen, man, it's all about defense, man. We got to crush them down. It's all about doing your work. Making sure you have your shit on time and do everything the proper way, man. Run the football efficiently on offense and just make sure you don't fuck up the defense, man. We got this. But yeah, man, I absolutely agree that the Ravens came in. I mean, my thing right now, the league is going to show whether it's about offense or defense. So what you think? Like the Cowboys beat the Saints, and you had the Bears beat the Rams, and so even though they were both at home, right? DJ, go ahead.
Saints going to the Super Bowl. I told y'all last week. I said if they clinch home field advantage, it's a wrap, and they damn sure did.
Fair enough.
So, hey, man.
I mean, Lakers with the Warriors. Is that a big deal, or are we gonna go with, you know what I mean, nigga? That's just the you know what I'm saying, the regular season. You know what I'm saying, though. Is that how you gonna feel, Pete?
I'm gonna keep it a whole hundred with you, Amir. If you think it's an issue, I wouldn't, like, on some real shit. We talking sports. I wouldn't say you're wrong, but I will say. I will say they still where they need to be, you know what I mean, and for real. And I got to see them with their post starting five because DeMarcus Cousins hasn't played yet. So.
Oh, okay. All I'm going to say is this. This is the only thing I'm going to say. And I'm going to exclude the Rockets from the conversation until we can show ourselves 10 games above 500. Boy, man, these Lakers look good, man. They look better. They look better than a lot of people thought, man. Boy, they very confident. They play defense, better than people think.
LeBron gonna be out for a while. That leg strain.
LeBron's birthday is on Sunday. He is taking time off for his birthday. He wants to see how the team plays without him. LeBron is not fucking that injured. They never said, yo, I heard a pop, but I'm good.
He's not playing.
He's not. But listen, you got to see how the team plays without you. You know, you in your 16th season, listen, I can't play. That's why he got pissed off at Cleveland. I want to see how y'all play. Listen, I got 51. Here, let me pass it to you. And so they went ahead. They couldn't do it. He's like, yo, he got frustrated and said, fuck it. He wants to see how this team plays without him, though, as they go into free agency next year, is see how they're going to move in free agency and who's going to have value. That's all he wants to see right now. He's taking time off to go ahead and fuck Savannah. They're about to have another kid. Watch. Sorry. That's all he does is put kids in her when he has the time.
I need a vacation, nigga.
Right. I think his birthday is December 30th. You got fucking New Year's Eve the day after. That nigga's chilling, man. Come on now. They're saying 2 weeks, but he's still day to day. Come on now. He's choosing the days he want to take off. He's getting vacation time.
Right. You're not wrong at all. I dig it.
And I don't blame him.
But you know what? Like I said, but he's still not playing, so we got to see how these boys gonna get.
You know what? Tonight they play the Kings, so I mean I want to see that matchup though.
I was gonna say, depending on how much they win or lose, that depends on how soon or how late he comes back.
There you go. And then you got Rondo back though. See, I got a leader, so do something.
Do something.
Do something.
Let me know who staying and who we trading, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of seeing Golden State. And after a while, I was tired of seeing LeBron come out the East. Not seeing LeBron in the finals, but seeing LeBron come out the East. I want to see something different. It's been 8 years seeing the same shit. It's been 4 years seeing the same shit. I'm tired of seeing the same shit. So I want to see something different. So if this Lakers team can do it, or whomever can do it, and then out the East, obviously is going to be a new champion because, you know, Cleveland ain't going nowhere. I want to see something different, man. I want to see what these boys do, though, man. But this is an interesting year, though, and I love it. And for football, it's an interesting year. What's going to win, offense or defense? I love seeing the change. People don't like it. I want to keep seeing the same shit, though. Tom Brady retired, get injured. All disrespect.
No, it's a wrap. No, listen. No. I'm glad you said that. Well, not that you said injured the man. No, but now listen. No, bro. Not McBean. Yo, Bean and McDermott, dog. If they fuck up this off season, they gotta go. We coming into this off season with one of the biggest salary cap, with the most money and the most cap room, top in the league. We gonna have mad draft picks. We can trade for, go up, go down, whatever the fuck. And since we lost, we took an L. We could be in the top 5 draft picks. We got a decent quarterback. If we put weapons around Josh Allen, bro, we about to take over the East. We can take over the East again. We can go back on that Jim Kelly era shit. He proved it to me a little bit. You work on his accuracy a little bit more, bro. He all right. He ain't bad.
I mean, shout out to Antetokounmpo being the best player in the East, man.
That too.
Yo, we talking shit though. We talking major shit though, man. But you know what I'm saying though. All right. Should we just end it out though, man? Pete, you got any bars?
Nah, man, I'm telling man, we cooling out.
Yo, Pete. Hey, I don't normally ask you. Oh, I always ask you, but I don't normally ask you in advance. Have some bars next week, man. When we go ahead and we go into the new year, bro. The new year, we gotta have 2019 bars. Even if it's only for that show, just have 2019 bars. All I ask. The 7 days, you got it.
Or
don't give me that word. Don't give me the don't give me the I'm gonna mow the lawn voice. Yo, have some bars ready though, man. But God loves y'all. I barely tolerate y'all. As we head in 2019, I thank y'all for going ahead and I'm saying though, staying with us, being patient with us, through ups and downs and everything though, man. And we got a lot more to come, man. We got a lot of great things to come. I finally got a microphone. Pete, got the microphone. You got a laptop. So I mean, we got the audio is gonna be better as we go ahead and give out the content though. So I thank y'all though, man, for sticking with us though, man. And we got great things to come, man. And a lot of big things coming though, but we gonna talk about it as we go along though, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all though. Not really. I tolerate y'all, but y'all know what it is. Go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead, Chuck, man. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, man. 2019 is gonna be a big year for us. The Common Sense Experience. So make sure y'all stay plugged in, man. This is Chuck, and I'm out.
All right.
Hey, man. You about that action, boss. 2 fingers in his teeth. We see y'all next year. We out.